Hey everybody, my name is Ethan Ostroff. Thanks so much for joining. I am the CEO of Turnkey Ops, a virtual assistant staffing company for law firms. I'm about to get into how to spot a bad VA. Before I get into that, make sure to hit that subscribe button, follow along where I will make sure your law firm's ready to scale with virtual assistants. So, how to spot a bad VA. Bad VAs will happen just like bad employees happen. The biggest telltale sign, number one, you want to have some accountability and you do want to use some sort of time tracking software. I use something called Time Doctor. Now, Time Doctor gives me reports of people's productivity. It also shares with me screenshots of what they're doing. I had a bad experience with one VA, and the reason why I was able to figure it out is not because I, Ethan, was looking over their shoulder. It's because I set up accountability trees so that I have people reporting to other VAs. So for example, I had one bad experience. I'm not going to use their name. Someone I had to fire. It turned out that they were brought in to do intakes, and during time that they were billing me, they were watching YouTube videos on the clock. How did I figure that out? I use my supervisors, who are virtual assistants, to oversee other VAs so that it doesn't all fall on myself. I have them monitor things like their screenshots, things like their daily check-ins. So really, two pieces that you want to set as the standard with your VAs. Number one, at the end of the day, you should get a daily check-in from each virtual assistant. That daily check-in should show what they did and how long it took. Then while they're ramping up, you should check that against hard data, whether it's Time Doctor. I use RingCentral, which gives me reports. So if they say, I was on the phone for 6 hours today, I can verify it in the system. If there is discrepancies, the first discrepancy, you give forgiveness, but you have a little bit of a red flag up. The second discrepancy, no tolerance policy. You must fire that VA. If they say they were on the phone and they were not on the phone, you have to fire them. The reason why you have to fire that virtual assistant is because if you don't, the rest of your virtual assistants are going to know that you let shit happen right under your nose and you don't do something about it to make sure that there's accountability. You're going to have to fire a VA at some point. And if you do it, it will strengthen the rest of your team if it was done for the right reasons. If that person was violating your value proposition, your value standards, then you must let that person go. This person who was watching YouTube videos on the clock, for me, they were actually a cousin and referred to me from someone else who's a virtual assistant. The virtual assistant raised it to me and said, hey, this situation's going on. I think you need to let this person go. Now, the position I was put into was if I don't let them go, then the person who brought that issue person to me would think that I let stuff like that happen. I couldn't let that happen. So for you to set a standard of excellence among your virtual assistants, you must let a few of them go. If they do not abide by your policies, if they do not abide by your rules. But what you want to make sure of before you let a virtual assistant go is, was it a system problem or was it a people problem? If you didn't properly train them, if you didn't give them the expectations that they then violated, if you didn't tell them clearly what they can and can't do, then it is your fault, not theirs, and you can't let that person go until they know the expectations. If they violated the expectations and they didn't know they were expectations, how can you blame that person? So this is a combination of making sure that you gave them the best chance for success, and if they violate that opportunity you gave them, you must let them go. Things to spot are discrepancies among their reports, things that they seem like they're overpromising, they're not following direction, they're not asking questions, they're not telling you when they are available, they're only making it seem like they're more busy than they are. These are some red flags you want to look for. Now, you can have great experiences with VAs. I can tell you I have let probably 5 virtual assistants go over the last 2 years because I had to. They were going rogue or they were not following the expectations. And my whole team is stronger because of it. Doesn't mean I enjoy that. It's not fun to let somebody go. This is their livelihood too. But if you let that person stay in your organization, it will fester and it will ruin your team and it will hurt your culture. So ways to spot them: Check their daily check-ins, check their reports to verify that they're saying is true. Make sure that they're following your protocols. And then on your side, make sure you set your expectations really clearly in writing in addition to just verbally. Make sure that they know what they can and can't do and that they have a chance for success. If you give them those things, then it becomes a people problem. Thanks so much. If you ever have any questions, I'm the CEO of Turnkey Ops, a virtual assistant staffing company for law firms. I'm happy to hop on a call with you. Thanks so much. I appreciate it.